Hello, Mrs. Lovett here. I am out Tuesday and half day Wednesday because I am with my daughter Gina, and she is representing Scott County at the Arkansas State Fair in Little Rock. So you have your Lesson 8 problem set, and the directions say, estimate the product first. Solve by using the standard algorithm. Use your estimate to check the reasonableness of the product. And the reason we are checking for reasonableness is sometimes when you're multiplying 3 digits by 3 digits, you can lose your place and you can come up with a product that's not even close to being correct. So you need to estimate to see if your product is going to be at least in the ballpark or the same place value as the product should be. So let's start with A. And you need to do your work while I do mine. So 213 times 328. And when we round, or estimate, we need to round. And in this case, we're rounding to the nearest hundred. So when we round to the nearest hundred, we underline the hundreds place, look to the right. 4 or less, let it rest. So 213 is going to round to 200, and 328 is going to round to 300. And then, like our sprints, you are just multiplying the digits that are not zeros. And 3 times 2 is, and feel free to participate and say this out loud, it is 6. Now, on the test that I graded from Friday, some of you were making the mistake of either having too many zeros or not enough zeros. So if you need to, mark them out as you go. So 1, 2, 3, comma, that estimated product is 60,000. So we know our real product, our accurate product, needs to be close to 60,000. So now we are going to use the standard algorithm to multiply 213 times 328. And again, feel free to participate and call out those multiplication facts. So we're going to start with the ones place. 213 is going to be multiplied by 8. So 8 times 3, 8 times 1 plus 2, 8 times 2 plus 1. Now we are moving on to the tens place. So I need to drop 1 0 because it's 213 times 20. So 2 times 3, 2 times 1, 2 times 2. Now we are moving on to the hundreds place. So I need to drop 2 zeros because it's 213 times 300. So 3 times 3, 3 times 1, and 3 times 2. And then I need to add all 3 of these partial products together. And then 1, 2, 3, comma, and our final product is 69,864. And is that close? Yes, it's in the same place value, 60,000, 69,000. Okay, let's move on to problem B. 662 times 372. First, we have to estimate the nearest hundred. Underline the 100, look to the right. 5 or more, raise the score. So 662 is going to round to 700. 5 or more, raise the score. So 372 is going to round to 400. So take the 2 digits that are not zeros. 7 times 4 is, I'm waiting for you to respond. Okay. Then add the zeros. Mark them off as you go if you need to. 1, 2, 3, comma. Our product should be close to 280,000. So now the real deal here, standard algorithm. Ones place, 2 times 2, 2 times 6, 2 times 6 again, plus 1. Tens place, drop the 0, 7 times 2, 7 times 6, plus 1. Oop, that's a messy 3. 7 times 6. Oh, I'm trying to let you say it. 42 plus 4. And then I'm not finished yet. Don't forget about the hundreds place. Drop 2 zeros. 3, and if you need to, mark those out so they don't confuse you. 3 times 2. 3 times 6. 3 times 6 plus 1. And as you can see, I really need to know my multiplication facts, because if I get one multiplication fact wrong, the whole problem's wrong. One, two, three, comma. My product is 246,264. Check for reasonableness. It's in the 200,000 range, so it is reasonable. Yay. Okay, we're going to go to problem C. It's hard to read my paper here. Let's see, I think that is 739 times 442. First, check for reasonableness. Underline the hundreds. Look to the right. Both of these are 4 or less, so let them rest. So that's going to become 700 times 400. Same as before. 7 times 4 is, and then bring down those 2 zeros and then those 2, and we have 280,000 again. So now, standard algorithm, 739 times 442. Tens place first. Sorry, ones place. Whoops, that's not the tens, Mrs. Lovett, that's the ones. Okay, 2 times 9, 2 times 3, plus 1, 2 times 7. You can either erase or mark that out. Now I'm moving to the tens place. Drop 1 0. 4 times 9. 4 times 3 plus 3. 4 times 7 plus 1. Now the hundreds place. Drop 2 zeros. 4 times 9. 4 times 3 plus 3. 4 times 7 plus 1. Make sure you keep your numbers lined up, and like, I ran out of room a little bit, but they're still lined up enough I can read them. 8, 13, 16, 16, 12. There we go. 1, 2, 3, comma. Now 326,638 isn't in the 200,000s, but it's still in the 100,000s range, so it is still reasonable. Now, if we had 3 million, would it be reasonable? No. Okay, so I did A, B, and C for you. Let me do one more. D. 807 times 491. Estimate. Underline the hundreds. Look to the right. 0 is definitely less than 4. It's going to stay the same. 9 is more than 5. 5 or more raises scores, so it's going to be 500. 8 times 5. And bring down 2 zeros. Then 2 more. We get 400,000. Now use the standard algorithm. Ones place first. And I know 807 times 1 is 807. Okay. And then tens place. 9 times 7. Nope. Add the 0. 9 times 0 plus 6. 9 times 8. Now the hundreds place. Add 2 zeros. 4 times 7. 28. 4 times 0 plus 2. And then 4 times 8. Add the 3 partial products together. 1, 2, 3, comma. 396,237 is very close to 400,000. It is reasonable. Okay. Now I've done 4 for you, and I think that you can do the rest. If you need to, write your multiplication facts down that you struggle with before you start, and then you can look at your own self-made chart to help you with your multiplication facts. I really want you to focus today on your facts when you finish your papers that Ms. Slayton or the sub gives you, and make sure you are writing those facts that you need practice with and doing your extra math and your Zern. I will see you Wednesday afternoon. Have fun.